Okay, I told you that here at most you have 30 minutes. Here you have 20 minutes at most, and at most 20 minutes for notice writing and email writing. It means 30, 20, 50, 50, 20, 70. 70 minutes you have already lost. Within 70 minutes, you have to finish notice writing, email writing, letter writing, and the essay. And always try to attempt the first question first, then the second question. Always try to attempt the essay first, then the letter, then the notice, then the email, then the comprehension, and then the grammar part. Okay? Now whatever time is left with you, that time is to be utilized by you to finish the comprehension and grammar. Left time, please utilize for comprehension and grammar. Now here I want to give you a very important and vital tip. Very important tip. When you are given the question paper, 15 minutes is for reading time. In those 15 minutes only, you have to read all the questions, including the comprehension. Read the comprehension once. When the question is given to you, read it once so that you can understand something. Read all the 5 essays, compositions once, so that you can make out which essay you are going to attempt. Read both letters so that you can make out, are you comfortable with the formal letter or are you comfortable with the informal letter. You have to plan how to go about your question paper in the reading time itself. During the reading time, you have to make sure that you have read the comprehension once and nicely. Okay? And now when you are attempting the answers, now once you have finished essay writing and letter writing and notice and email, and once you come to comprehension, read the comprehension once again. Read the unseen passage once again and try to comprehend. Comprehend means try to gather as much information as possible from the given unseen passage. And then you will start writing down the answers, whatever is being asked from the unseen passage. Now there is one more thing. I am only, and then you have to of course finish the grammar part. Grammar part you all will attempt at last. There is one most important thing I would like to tell you, that in class 9 you may be given grid writing. Get ready for that. It means there will be one particular question from the unseen passage which you have to finish in a specified word limit. When we were small children, we used to do Pressy writing. In Pressy writing, we were given a big paragraph and then we had to use certain amount of mathematical skills to find out the total number of words. We used to find out the total number of words in the given paragraph and we used to divide it by 3. Now suppose they gave us an unseen passage of suppose 240 words. So you have to divide it by 3. It means you have to use only 80 words to describe the whole unseen passage. And all the vital elements of the unseen passage should be there in those 80 words. It means you have to make sure that you just abridge it. You have to make it compact. So this was Prezi writing, which we used to do, and we used to divide the total number of words by 3, and we used to write down in 80 words or 70 words whatever came. That is not exact, but it should be 79 to 81 at most. But now the council is very particular. The council will give you 50 or 60 words. You will be asked one question, and that question will be from the unseen passage, the comprehension, and this may carry 5 or 6 marks. Okay, so you have to practice this a lot. I just want you to acquaint yourself with the type of questions which the council will ask in your class 9 board examinations. Of course, you are not having a very nice time. You all are just like in prison in your home, a type of quarantine. But then you have to utilize time. If you utilize time, at least in English language, you will feel really comfortable. And I am here with you. I am always there with you. And English language is going to be very scoring for you. But if you have got problems in spelling mistakes or punctuations or grammatical mistakes, marks are deducted. So this is a very common question which is asked by the students. So we get a lot of marks in English literature, but we can't score much in English language. It is all because of your fault. It is because you have got spelling mistakes or punctuation mistakes or grammatical mistakes. So practice makes a man perfect. If you practice a lot, you are going to score a lot in English language, and that is for sure, that is a sure thing. In grid writing, you have to make grids. Like suppose I am making a grid here with rows and columns. Now suppose in the question they have asked to write down the answer in 50 words. So you will make grids. In exactly 50 words you have to write down the answer. So I will give you a very important tip. First of all, you will make a rough grid. In the rough grid, you try to answer that particular question in exactly 50 words, and try to do the rough grid with pencil. Now, if you are able to write down the answers in 50 words in the rough grid, then it becomes very easy for you to write down the answer in the fair grid. Now you will do it in the fair grid, and this you will be doing with the help of pen. Okay, the fair grid you will be doing with the help of pen, and we the examiners will be checking the rough grid as well as the fair grid. And don't worry, don't panic, don't take any amount of stress. Grid writing is very interesting. It is very interesting, and we will practice a lot of grid writing in the days to come. You don't have anything new in the syllabus of class 9 except for this grid writing and email writing. Notice you have already done in class 8. Parts of speech you have already done in class 8. You have already done formal and informal letters in class 8. And all types of essays you have already done right from class 5 onwards. Okay, so this was the pattern of the question paper which is going to be asked in class 9 board exams, and you should be mentally ready that this is the question paper which is going to be asked. Okay, children?